You can avoid various wire and assembly-related problems by reviewing the recommendations in this video before proceeding with the assembly of your bike. First, verify that each of the wires, particularly the coiled handlebar wire, is free from damage or disconnected wires. Check to make sure the wire's coatings are intact and push on the back of each wire in the wire connectors to make sure they are fully seated in the wire connector. If you find that one or more wires have come out of the white connector, then oftentimes you can push them back into the connector. Push on the back of the wire until you hear it click into place. Note the wires will only insert correctly into the white connector in one direction. Next, be sure to follow assembly instructions. Do not damage wires. Make sure to use the help of a second person. Do not pinch the wire assembly and be careful not to pull the wires from the white plastic connector when feeding the wire through the frame. You will find it easier to feed the end of the wire at the bottom of the upright tube if you insert the handlebar tube in as far as it will go. The handlebar wire should be connected to the frame wire through the wire tie on the frame of the machine. This tie should be properly tightened and to the side of the bracket as demonstrated in the user's manual to avoid pinching or disconnecting any wires. The wire connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. If they do not, turn one connector and try again. If your console tablet display does not power on, or if an error code such as CH0 or CH1 comes up when the console is turned on or when you adjust the resistance, go back and check your wire harness for any wires that may have become pinched, damaged, or are not tightly connected. Be sure to check all the connections between the console and the resistance motor. Replace any damaged wires and try disconnecting and reconnecting the wire connectors. After checking the wires, you will need to remove the batteries from the console to clear any error codes and reset the display. Reinstall the batteries and try using the bike again. If you do not remove the batteries, it will not clear the error code. You should also change the old batteries in your console for new batteries when needed. You should change the batteries in the console when the resistance no longer changes, is slow to change, or if the display fails to turn on. You will need to change the batteries more often when you use the iFit workouts or if you change the resistance levels of your workouts frequently. Be sure to tighten the pedals firmly into the crank arms. Please note the left pedal is reverse threaded, so tightens counterclockwise into the left crank arm. Some open-end wrenches and adjustable wrenches may be too thick to allow the pedal to tighten firmly into the crank arm. Be sure to use a special purpose pedal wrench or a thin wrench that will not interfere with tightening the pedal to the crank arm. After the assembly, please make sure all parts are properly tightened and the leveling feet are adjusted for your floor.